Because welcome back to Lord Man Field. Last game before the Super Bowl.
Monday night prime time between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Hello to everyone watching. Joined by Brock Hewitt up here in the booth. I'm Kate Scott, and in a while we're going to find out the answer to a question that fans have been asking for nearly half a year at this point. Who is going to represent this conference in the Super Bowl?
All of these coaches and players preached all season long, never look ahead. Can't do it, right? You've got to focus so much on the present. But you know that every man out there is so aware of what's on the line today and where they could be playing in 2 weeks. It's going to be a game-long challenge, no question, to keep the focus on the right here and the right now. Once you've got a win iced away, well, then you can start entertaining those Super Bowl thoughts and those Super Bowl realities.
And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So out runs their offense for the first time this game. And bringing them out, an electrifying runner and a former first-round pick back in 2021, Justin Fields.
This is one of those fine lines as you take the field as a quarterback. You know that your play is going to be so important to find a way to win. It always is in postseason football, but you can't put too much pressure on yourself. You got to go out there, you got to cut it loose, and most importantly, you got to lead your men.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work.
Oh, the football's loose. The Packers pick it up. And that right there is going to be the spot they take over as they pick up a couple extra yards on the fumble return. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Packer. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him.
Ready, set.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Ready. Blue 32. Ready.
On the give, it's Lloyd. Great work there to evade the tackle, but the rest of the run, pretty forgettable. No gain there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Love from the gun. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. New set of downs from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Love. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Come on, cut.
Back to the air, Love. That's complete to Reed out left. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Hand off here to Lloyd. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
See, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Gain of 4 brings
Good
up
moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Red, cycle. 30, cut.
Shotgun now for Love. He's got the first down grab and still going. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Rams, nothing.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Sean McVay getting his Rams offense ready to go for a new series. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Off play action, it's Fields. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
The coverage by Javon Bullard.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it. Knocked it away, forcing 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. Austin McNamara will kick this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their 2nd possession. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Rams have it as he records the first interception of his young career. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They go with Williams on the counter. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, Scott.
3rd and long for him here. Got a man, that's Nakua. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Rams tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. He's brought down just inside the 25. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And we've seen both extremes of this passing game so far, Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what
Yep.
works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
Cut down the field, Golden. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. He picks up 28 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Lloyd on the shotgun handoff. And that zone read goes nowhere. They didn't even get back to the line.
Down by Jalen Hurts.
Offense to the line, 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we
At
go.
the 50-yard
To the air with Love. We've got a screen to the running back. going to bring him down at the 36. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. You've got first down here from the 36.
First down.
Ready.
Now Love on the play fake. It's his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 5.
We're one quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive.
Yellow, 22. Ready?
Lloyd running dead ahead. And second down only works out for a yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Love on third and short. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Love throwing on fourth. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation, when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
That's incomplete left side. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And that'll bring up second down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
It's cut right side by Watson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up
Set,
3rd
ready.
and 5.
30, cut, cut.
They'll go from the gun with Lloyd. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Brought down at the
He's one of the
18.
greatest to do it. Justin Tucker on for the field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call until they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
No jump, ready?
At the 35-yard line.
On second down, a runner with Williams. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
He was taken down.
Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that. That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well.
Okay, ready?
Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Set.
There's Love to throw. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Trying the inside handoff to Lloyd. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
On the set.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Love out of the shotgun. Able to get it to Reed. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 8.
Here we go. Here we go. 10 black.
Give now to Lloyd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
And they fake it. How far can run? And he's hauled down before he can pay off that gamble, as their creativity is rewarded with a turnover on downs. 1st and 10. Here's Fields. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from Sunday Night Prime Time on the other side. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw Fields. Screen here for Williams. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Finds him over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. 2nd down and 10. Fields. He's got it. He's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
Throwing again. It's Fields. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
Here we go.
Going forward is Williams. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Is a turnover on down.
Set. Still. Set.
Running right is Lloyd. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, GreenBay! The Packers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown.
The double whammy of this one, Kate, is just where they were on the field. Mentally, defensively, it's almost like an 8-point swing. Going from the chance of the safety in one end zone to watching them celebrate in the other one.
Tucker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Rams 7.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Rams are going to get the football one last time in this 1st half. And with field position and the clock against him, we are probably not going to see anything of substance. They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Rashawn Gary with that tackle. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
Love now, off the play action. Throw came out wide as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Ready.
Back to the air. Love. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
And the Packers, 1st down.
Ready.
Play action. Love. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 45. One. Hut.
A give right side. Here's Lloyd. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. A tackle made by Kobe Turner. Rams at a man to the secondary. 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it
Here we go.
3rd and 8.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. It's Reed downfield, and he's got it. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Set. Ready. Set. Go.
Now Lloyd. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
Ready.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Throwing. It's Love. Setting up the running back screen. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
12 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and 3.
Let's ready.
Love from the gun. He brings it in. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it.
Drill. 50. 10.
4th down. Here's Love. Throw caught by his running back. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Marshawn Lloyd with the touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra points. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead.
Rams 7.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. Look at a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Fields out of the gun. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. So 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. Fields on 3rd. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. That's grabbed inside the 30. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Putting a receiver in motion. Running right, it's Williams. Cuts back toward the middle, and he's bottled up quickly after just a yard. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground with Williams. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go. It's 3rd and 11.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4. They do snap it. Here's Fields. That's Cup. This is Kirk. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams start the 2nd half with some needed points. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Rams cut the lead down to 10.
Rams 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Packers and Marshawn Lloyd ready to take over once again. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Now Love on the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard
Ready?
line.
Here's Lloyd. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
And the Packers 1st down.
Here we go.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And give him 4 yards before he stops, Brock. Good 2nd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to get it with the option. He's going to go down right along the midfield strike. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's good for a GreenBay 1st down.
1st down.
Shotgun now for Love. Short pass brought in. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another
Ready?
1st down.
And you just get the play off. That's complete to Reed, out left. And out he goes on the final play of the quarter. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. The Packers have possession, hoping to close out a win and advance in the postseason.
Set. Ready?
Love using the legs here. And they're not going to give him an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line. All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Complete beyond the marker. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Give him 5 on the play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
1st down.
Let's go. Set.
Quick throw out wide by Love. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kim. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Return coming from the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive. The Rams and receiver Puka Nacua back out to take possession. In that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. First down throw for Fields. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Here we go. 330 work.
They'll work against the blitz. Screen here for Williams. We'll have a 4-yard gain on that one. He's taken down at the 44. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. It's complete to Whittington. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. Now a toss running left with Williams. That'll be the 1st and more. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. 1st and 10 from the 32.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Play action now. It's Fields. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered kid on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here we go,
Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10 now. Fields. Looking right, and he finds him. And that will not be enough for a 1st down. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Up the gut they go with Williams. And this one's overwhelmed. They drive it backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Love now, off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 18-yard line.
Here we go. Yellow, 43. Hut.
On the give, it's Lloyd. Solid work on his part. Gets 7 there. It's still 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long.
Come on, ready.
They'll air it out on 3rd. This is a heater going deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Down. Hut.
Back to the air. Love. Gets it to him on the screen. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hut. Ready.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers, well, they can probably just run away and hide.
Ready. Break.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Ready. Ready.
On another carry for him. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an X.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers put up even more points in a win. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers make it a 24-point ball game.
Rams 14.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw Fields. And the Packers are all over it. He goes down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. The problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers. And they got one right there with that sack.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Nickel look by the Packers on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Here he is on 3rd and short. It's on target to Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Drive entire straight. It's 3rd and 9. They'll throw 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. So this is a Packers win.
Over to
Conference
you this
champions. A
time.
heck of an achievement,
It's a
Brock.
Super Bowl.
A heck of an achievement in the face of a lot of doubts from everyone.